Elon Musk, known for his ambitious ventures into space exploration, artificial intelligence, and renewable energy, has once again captured global attention. This time, however, his concerns aren't focused on earthbound innovations or Martian colonization, but rather on a cosmic event that, if true, could become one of the most awe-inspiring and potentially impactful astronomical phenomena in human history. Musk has recently claimed that Betelgeuse, one of the most massive and well-known stars in our galaxy, is on the verge of going supernova within the next 2 weeks. This startling prediction has stirred both intrigue and apprehension, especially with his suggestion that parts of the northeastern United States, specifically New York, Connecticut, and New Jersey, could experience measurable effects from the explosion. Betelgeuse, a red supergiant located roughly 640 light-years away in the Orion constellation, has fascinated astronomers and stargazers for centuries. It's one of the brightest stars visible to the naked eye, and is easily recognizable as the reddish star forming Orion's right shoulder. However, beneath its glowing surface lies a story of violent change and impending transformation. Unlike smaller, stable stars like our Sun, Betelgeuse is massive, approximately 700 times the Sun's diameter, and is known to be in the final stages of its life. These red supergiants burn through their nuclear fuel at an accelerated rate, leading to short lifespans, at least by cosmic standards. As a result, they are prone to collapse and eventual explosion in the form of a supernova. For years, scientists have been tracking Betelgeuse's irregular behavior. Its light output has fluctuated in strange ways, including an unprecedented dimming event that occurred from late 2019 into early 2020. During this time, the star visibly darkened, prompting speculation that a supernova might be imminent. While Betelgeuse eventually brightened again, the phenomenon highlighted the star's instability and rekindled discussions about its life expectancy. Though such fluctuations are sometimes part of normal stellar activity, some researchers believe they could indicate deeper structural changes within the star, possibly foreshadowing its final collapse. Musk's recent prediction introduces a new layer of urgency to the conversation. While the idea that Betelgeuse could explode in the near future has long been considered possible, the specificity of Musk's 2-week timeline is what makes this claim so controversial. The astrophysics community has generally resisted offering concrete dates for events like supernovae because the timing is incredibly difficult to pinpoint. While it's true that Betelgeuse is nearing the end of its life cycle, predicting the exact moment it will explode is nearly impossible with current observational technology. So what does Musk know that the scientific community does not? Or is he perhaps basing his claim on data that has not yet been made public? One figure who has added credibility to the broader discussion is theoretical physicist Dr. Michio Kaku. He has acknowledged the possibility that Betelgeuse could soon go supernova, but adopts a more cautious and conservative tone than Musk. Kaku agrees that the star is unstable and nearing the end of its life, but he does not foresee an immediate danger to Earth. According to Kaku, the vast distance between us and Betelgeuse, approximately 640 light-years, is sufficient to protect us from the most harmful consequences of a supernova, such as lethal levels of radiation. To understand the stakes, it's essential to examine what happens during a supernova. A star of Betelgeuse's size will eventually deplete the nuclear fuel in its core, which is responsible for generating the outward pressure that counteracts gravitational collapse. Once that fuel is exhausted, gravity wins, causing the core to collapse in on itself. The result is a titanic explosion that releases an enormous amount of energy. In a matter of seconds, the core can compress into a neutron star, or in some cases, a black hole. The outer layers of the star are blown into space in a brilliant display of light and matter, outshining entire galaxies for a brief period. Should Betelgeuse explode, the light show would be nothing short of spectacular. The star could shine as brightly as the full moon, perhaps even be visible during the day. The supernova could remain luminous in the sky for several weeks or even months, drawing the eyes of the world upward and providing scientists with an unparalleled opportunity to observe a stellar death in real time. Such an event would offer invaluable data about the life cycles of stars, the formation of heavy elements, and the dynamics of cosmic radiation. However, Elon Musk's warning focuses not just on the visual or scientific spectacle, but on the potential risks to Earth. According to Musk, the explosion could produce high-energy emissions such as gamma rays and cosmic rays, which might reach our planet and cause disruptions. Gamma rays are a form of extremely high-frequency electromagnetic radiation, capable of penetrating matter and altering molecular structures. If a sufficiently powerful burst of gamma rays were directed toward Earth, it could theoretically impact our upper atmosphere, damaging the ozone layer and affecting the Earth's climate and biosphere. This is a doomsday scenario that some scientists have studied in relation to past mass extinction events, though Betelgeuse is not considered close enough to pose such an existential threat. More realistically, the concern centers on technological infrastructure. Gamma rays and other energetic particles could interfere with satellites, GPS systems, and high-altitude flights. Electrical grids might experience surges, and sensitive electronics could malfunction. Astronauts aboard the International Space Station or future lunar missions could be more vulnerable to increased radiation exposure. Regions with dense urban infrastructure, such as New York and its surrounding states, could see localized disturbances in communication or power systems, especially if protective shielding is insufficient. It's important to note that most scientists maintain a calm and measured perspective. Betelgeuse's distance from Earth makes it extremely unlikely that we would suffer any catastrophic consequences. The vast majority of the harmful radiation would dissipate as it traveled across space. However, the indirect effects, such as temporary satellite disruptions, are not entirely out of the question, particularly in an increasingly interconnected and technology-dependent society. In this context, Musk's warning could be interpreted as a precautionary alert, rather than a prophecy of doom. From a scientific standpoint, the real excitement lies in the data. A supernova of this magnitude, occurring so relatively close, in cosmic terms, would offer a once-in-a-lifetime chance to observe a key phase of stellar evolution. Telescopes around the globe, and in space, would train their instruments on Betelgeuse, capturing every stage of the event. The explosion would offer new insights into the processes that create heavy elements, which are essential for planets and life. It would also help refine our models of how stars die and what happens to the matter they eject into space. As we wait to see whether Musk's prediction materializes, there's a collective sense of anticipation among astronomers, scientists, and the public alike. If nothing happens within 2 weeks, the claim will likely be chalked up as sensationalism or a misunderstood interpretation of new data. But if Betelgeuse does explode, whether next week or next century, it will be a cosmic event that reshapes our understanding of the universe and our place within it. In conclusion, while Elon Musk's statement has sparked debate and some concern, the most likely outcome of Betelgeuse going supernova is a breathtaking celestial display rather than a catastrophe. Still, the story serves as a powerful reminder of how little we control or fully comprehend when it comes to the vast and dynamic forces of the cosmos. Whether Betelgeuse explodes in 2 weeks or 100,000 years from now, it remains a ticking time bomb in the night sky, waiting to tell its final story in a blaze of starlight.